I am resident of Collinwood for YouTube. Joel Sains. That is my buddy Patrick McCray. That is my buddy Alan Gallant. We're here to review Austin Powers International Man of Mystery. And yes, yes, this will get its own playlist. Uh, because why the fuck not? Uh, so guys, Mike Myers is here. He writes this bad boy. Produced by Susan Todd, Demi Moore, Jennifer Todd, Mike
Yeah, to me.
Myers. Directed by Jay Roach, starring Mike Myers, Elizabeth Hovey, Michael York, Robert Wagner, Mindy Sterling, Seth Green, Mimi Rogers.
Amy
Holy
Rogers plays Mrs. Kensington.
holy shit! Cinematographer is Peter Deming.
You forgot
Uh,
about a lot of vagina.
yeah, I know, I
Miss Eudenio.
know. Release date. May 2nd, 1997. Thank God this only has one release date. Uh,
No UK release date, right? Yeah.
that is weird. That is
It is
weird.
weird. Usually there is one.
Yeah, that's. I wonder why. Um, budget 16.5 to 18 million. Box office $67.7 million.
And that doesn't include all the DVD sales and all the reruns on
Mm,
cable and streaming.
Yeah.
Boy, this movie's made a huge amount of money.
yeah, and all the rentals too.
Yep.
So guys, before I ask when did you first see this, when did you? Because obviously Mike Myers started off in SNL, Wayne's World, we know. When did you guys first see Mike Myers? Was it SNL?
Well,
Yeah, it was for me.
around then.
I
Yeah.
think the first thing I may have seen him do was like Simon, the kid in the bathtub,
Mhm.
because that's what I'm remembering the most.
Uh,
It's not one of his strong ones, but strangely Austin Powers like, the
Yeah.
whole, oh behave stuff. Or does that make you horny? It's Simon is sort of like on a child's level of that stuff, uh, bum jokes and things like that.
Patrick, when did you first see Michael?
yeah, it was around then. I was working at the time, and I was working, often late at night. So a lot of that generation of Saturday Night Live was when I started really not see the show. Whoever the guy who looks like a monkey, Adam Sandler. Yeah,
Sandler.
Yeah.
that passed me by, and occasionally I'd see Opera Man or something like that. Why? I would make time for a Phil Hartman sketch.
Oh,
Mhm.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that was an exception. I would definitely remember Phil Hartman. Everyone else is kind of forgettable. And the Wayne's World thing I never got. I just that was not part of my culture.
Right.
And even the movies, people would show me the Charlton Heston scene, and I liked that because I'm a big Chuck fan.
Right.
But and I liked the fact that he was referred to as a better actor. That made me happy.
Hmm.
And that is the Mike Myers I really like. The Mike Myers who thinks about that and thinks about that in those terms. And there are things I really like about Mike Myers. And this movie is full of them.
Yeah, he's guileless in his humor. He doesn't try to be cynical or overly sophisticated.
No, there's no cynicism in his humor, which is something I really like. I mean, when he made The Love Guru, it's a terrible movie, but I did research on it, and I found out that he believed all of the stuff that the character was. That was a sincere
Yeah,
movie for him.
but he was also satirizing what he
Sure,
did
sure.
because he's a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, best thing in that's Ben Kingsley. He's the best thing in anything. But that was
Pretty
around the
much.
time that all of those British actors decided, you know what, let's have fun. Let's have fun. Yeah, Ben Kingsley is the Hood in Thunderbirds, and he's great. That's a movie I like, and no one else does, but I had a good time with it.
Well, now,
Uh
a lot
Killed
of
Jonathan
people,
Frakes' career, but
yeah, a lot of people know that Mike Myers has a Canadian sensibility because he's an Ontarian, but what a lot of people don't know is his parents were Scousers. They
yeah,
came
they're
from
from
Liverpool.
Scotland.
Liverpool.
Oh, they're from Liverpool.
They
Okay.
were from Beatles land.
I don't know. I think his dad might be Scottish.
No, they came over from, maybe he was Scottish, but they came from Liverpool. He has distant Scottish ancestry, so it's not.
Yeah.
Been his dad directly. It would have been
I,
maybe
I
a great grandfather or something.
it's something because that's where all the "So I Married an Axe Murderer"
Yeah.
Scottish stuff came from. But
Yeah.
I know
And
that
yeah.
he and his dad watched all of that '60s spy stuff,
Oh, yes.
and that's where he got the inspiration to do this. That he had just grown up marinating in it, and I had too, and I was living in an era where that had yet to really have its retro cool resurgence.
Hmm.
And so, I'd be a real oddball talking about Matt Helm or Derek Flint or whatever. And I
Yeah.
didn't care because that was my culture. I'd grown up with Man from Uncle, and I just gravitated to those things, and they were things that were in reruns and so on. And so when I saw this movie, and I'll get into more of this in a minute, uh, I felt like it was a private joke that was written only for me.
Right. Because it's got so many references from that stuff.
And I was indifferent to most of the humor in the movie. Most of the cocky duty humor and all of that was fine, but that wasn't why I was there. And fortunately he served up all of the other stuff
Yes.
in great quantities.
Yeah.
I
Again, this is you get the Flint red phone.
it's and it's just there,
Yeah.
and it's unapologetic, and it's
Yes.
there, and if you get it, great, and if you don't,
It's no problem.
but uh I it is such a combination of things I really love, and it does it with such joy that I just can't help but have a very different reaction to it.
Yeah.
And it's the one you're seeing now.
Right.
And it's like someone saying, "I remember too."
Hmm.
And it's funny because we're remembering a period that for us was right before we were born, but the tendrils of it were still in our childhoods, and it does it so unapologetically. I mean, the first moment that really gets me is in the Hard Day's Night section when he's being chased by the girls, and he
Hmm.
turns the corner, and instantly he comes back leading the marching band. And the
Yes.
movie,
It's instantaneous. He just goes
and,
up, turns around, and comes back out.
and for me emotionally, it just opens like a flower
Yeah,
at that point, and it's just pure joy.
it is.
And then there's Mrs. Kensington, and I buy the mythology instantly.
Yes.
And if there's a
Well, I
problem,
mean, Mrs. Kensington is also an Emma Peel type character,
of
and
course, of course, of course. And when the goes off, at that point I'm in heaven, and then the screen comes up, and it's Michael York with the old Michael York hair,
yes,
and that he thought to do that,
yes,
and that he loved that Michael York hair. And I
yes.
grew up with movies with that Michael York hair,
Sure, sure.
and it was just like going home. And I really loved it for that. And
Yeah,
so
it's not only the obvious references and the spoken references, but the texture of the whole thing.
I
Is
can't watch the movie in any state other than the one you see me in now.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it's weird because it's like people are looking at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
You
It's like
know,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
and I don't know how Mike Myers would respond to my reaction, but
Uh,
I think it would be positive.
I think so too. Actually, I think so too. I think it's interesting because I mean he was brought up in a British household, even though he's in Canada. So I mean his parents were both from Liverpool. So he had a British sensibility, and apparently he got a letter at some point, which he now has like framed in his house. I think it was from Paul McCartney at one point, and he was saying something like, you know, you're a good Scouser, you're one of us, you know, that kind of thing. And he says it meant more to him than anything. that he's ever had.
Yeah.
Mike Myers created the character of Austin Powers for the Fox 1960s rock band Ming T.
Ming T, which also features a member of the Bangles.
That's right.
That Myers started with Matthew Sweet and Susanna Hoffs following
There she is.
His Saturday Night Live stint in the early 1990s. Myers said that the movie and the character were inspired by the British films, music, and comedy of the 1960s and 1970s. His father had introduced him to as a child. After my dad died in 1991, I was taking stock of his influence on me as a person and his influence on me with comedy in general. So Austin Powers was a tribute to my father, who introduced me to James Bond, Peter Sellers, the Beatles, the Goodies, Peter
The
Cook.
Goonies.
Oh,
The Goonies,
The Goon Show.
Goon Show.
Goon Show.
Okay. Sorry about that. Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. Myers also said hearing the Burt Bacharach song, The Look of Love, itself from the Peter Sellers Bond parody film Casino Royale on the radio led to him reminiscing about the 1960s, which helped inspire the movie. Dana Carvey, Myers' collaborator on Saturday Night Live and on the Wayne's World movies, felt that the character Dr. Evil was copied from Carvey's impersonation of longtime SNL executive producer Lorne Michaels.
Oh, I mean, go watch a Lorne Michaels interview.
The voice is totally Lorne Michaels. It's exaggerated a bit, but it's totally Lorne Michaels.
And was unhappy about it. Myers has denied that Michaels was the inspiration for Dr. Evil, but he has said that Lorne of it just a little teeny overlay.
Right. Okay.
But
obviously he's also doing, Blofeld and, physical appearance and all of that.
Yeah. Casting for you guys. Myers initially sought Jim Carrey to play Dr. Evil, as the initial plan was not to play multiple characters in the series. Carrey was interested in the part, but had to turn the role down due to scheduling conflicts with Liar Liar. That's not a shock. Since the 1960s had a big influence on his childhood, Myers cast Robert Wagner and Michael York, two household names from the late 1960s, in key supporting roles. The popularity of the film revived both Wagner and York's careers. Myers was referred to Wagner as the coolest guy I know, and York as the classiest guy I know. Rhea Perlman was in talks to play Frobisher.
She would have been good.
But Mindy Sterling is such a genius.
She's great, though.
Comedy.
Yeah, she's totally there. And she, by the way, she looks very little like that character in real life.
Yeah.
So much Lotta Lenya in there. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. That's pretty much it. There's not too much more said. Here's my question to you guys, because to me, we've talked about parody films before, and I never feel parody. In my opinion, I don't feel parody films hurt the franchises they're parodying, whether it's Bond or anything else. I even feel this way with horror. I remember when Scary Movie came out, I think right after this, that Scary Movie did not kill the horror genre at all.
No, not at all. It was a parody with some serious jump scares in it.
Yeah.
Well, it's what I've always said. A parody has to also be a good operating example of what it's parodying. And if you see Airplane, you care about what happens to the pilots and the passengers.
Yes.
You care about Ted Stryker and if he's going to overcome his drinking problem and all of that. You care about these things, and that's what separates a good parody, like even something like Not Another Teen Movie, from a Dayton movie, which I use as an example, literally, of a terrible comedy.
Right.
It's just grotesque.
Connective tissue has been severed.
Yeah.
Yeah. This movie's hilarious from start to finish. The original is really, really good. I like Mike Myers. I'm sort of glad Jim Carrey couldn't do the role because Michael Myers doing all these characters made this movie all the more fun. And I knew who Seth Green was before he did this.
Yes.
So from other things, I mean, he was in a bunch of teenage movies
Well, he
prior.
was doing Robot Chicken, I think, by this point,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
and Buffy.
he was doing Buffy. He was also in other teen movies as well. So not that this is a teen movie; it's a comedy, but
No, but
it was,
his experience, his
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And one interesting thing I got to throw in about this movie that really puts it in a weird perspective is that minus a year, the same amount of time has passed since this movie came out to now as had passed between when Austin was frozen and when he was unfrozen.
That's right. There's 30 years and another 30 years. It's been 60 years since 1967, minus a year.
Yeah.
But it's essentially it's 60 years. So.
Yeah. And he wakes up to a whole new world.
Oh yeah. But as long as I can have
That yeah. Well, and then the moment of oh my God, there's a Russian in the Ministry of Defense. Oh, the Cold War is over. Oh, those capitalist pigs will pay for their crimes. No, Austin, we won. Oh, yay, capitalism. It's kind of less enthusiastic.
Yes.
So here's all the Bond films they parody for those who don't know. Dr. No, the shower sequence during the unfreeze sequence,
Yes.
Austin's and Vanessa's change of clothing and dinner with Dr. Evil, Dr. Evil's outfit and general surroundings during the climax, Vanessa's bikini identical to Honey Riders. So let's see, From Russia with Love, modeling the Irish assassin on both Red Grant and the Leprechaun character from Lucky Charms commercials.
What? Every time I say that, people laugh.
Yeah. Goldfinger, random task name.
Yeah.
Role and costume.
Who throws a shoe, honestly?
Random task, odd job, yeah. Random.
Well, wait a minute. What year was it? That was after this, if I'm not mistaken. That year that one guy threw a shoe at George W. Bush or something.
Oh yeah, that was
that was after this, right?
That was yes, because W wasn't president until 2000.
Okay,
It was in the early 2000s.
I'm not losing my mind then.
No, no, that's the ultimate insult from a Middle Easterner.
Yeah,
it is to throw their shoe at somebody because your feet are considered the most unclean part of your body, which is why they're constantly washing each other's feet all the time in ancient times. So you take a stinky old shoe and throw it at somebody, you're really insulting them.
Thunderball, Dr. Evil's headquarters, where he kills people around the table. The plot about stealing nuclear arms and holding the world to ransom. Conversation about a swimming pool with sharks. Like Blackjack with number two modeled on Elmer Largo. Both Austin and Bond fighting with a bad guy in drag. Casino Royale. The song, The Look of Love, obviously. The Rotating Bed, psychedelic set during Dr. Evil's initial 1967 escape. Number two, cheating at cards by having special glasses modeled on a similar sequence with Orson Welles.
Yes.
As the film. So, You Only Live Twice, the lines, this organization does not tolerate failure. And in Japanese, Men Come First, the scenes with the Jaguar and the video communication with Basil exposition at the very beginning modeled on similar sequences with Bond, aka and Tiger Tanaka. External shots of
Toru Tanaka, yes. He was a professional wrestler.
Yes.
And so, and he deliberately dressed like Oddjob.
Okay, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, the look and the behavior of Austin Powers is modeled on Lazenby's Bond. Froy for Prudence modeled on the Irma Bunt. The fembots are based on Blofeld's Angels of Death. That makes sense. Let's see. Diamonds Are Forever, Nevada and Las Vegas locations. Austin climbing through the window into Alota Faguna's apartment, modeled on how Bond entered Blofeld's apartment. Double Enders by Austin and Vanessa model. Let's see. Live and Let Die, Dr. Evil Shark Tank is an allusion to Kanaga's Shark Tank. Moonraker, Lois, Lois Chillis, who played Dr. Goodhead in Moonraker, also has a cameo role in the deleted scene as the wife of the security guard who killed by Austin Powers by the steamroller. Let's see. Octopussy Mustafa, modeled on Gobinda. Sorry. View to Kill, Vanessa knocking out random tasks by hitting him on the head with a bottle of champagne, of a reference to Stacy Sutton knocking out of Max Zorn's henchman by hitting him with over the head. So the Living Daylights Patty O'Brien, partly modeled on Necros. That's all I got. So, guys, what is your favorite Mike Myers movie? Is it this?
Yes, I think it is for me.
It is for me too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's totally his brainchild.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Patrick, I'm not so much into Wayne's World, although I appreciate it. It's a generational thing, I think. That's why I'm not so much into it. But obviously, this is my generation. It's all the reference points are there. It's like watching Mad Men, only Mad Men with jokes,
Yeah.
in terms of all of the cultural references from the 1960s. They've also referred to the fact that the fembots are like the robots from Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine.
Yes. Yes. I would say too, they though they're not exactly, I, they sort of remind me of the Cybernauts a little bit. Not too much. Uh,
Well, they're android.
they're androids.
They're robots.
Yeah, they're robots. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, this movie does a great job of parodying other movies, and I think too with this, unlike Wayne's World, a lot of other people had parodied Wayne's World on top of the parody. There were television shows that were parodying the movie Wayne's World, and it was just
Yeah,
like
there were, and also the whole dude culture. It got parodied a lot in
Yeah.
general. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I
Especially in
mean,
the 90s.
that's what Beavis and Butthead is.
Mm.
Only even more moronic. So I mean, any show that spawns a book called the Encyclopedia, you're definitely going low.
Well, what's funny is in Wayne's World too, they get Robert Patrick from the Terminator to play the Liquid Terminator in a sense. He shows up and pulls over Wayne and Garth.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Which he, by the way, he does show up in other movies as that character.
That character. Yeah.
Yeah, Last Action Hero. He shows up. So Robert Patrick is not afraid to parody his own character.
No, and he was also not afraid to draw a paycheck back then too.
That's right.
He wasn't working a lot outside of that for a few years because he was drunk all the time. So he's in recovery now, and he's working like gangbusters again, playing villains mostly.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I saw him on what was it, that HBO series of John Cena? Peacemaker. Yeah,
okay. He was also a villainous character in the second season of Reacher.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think, he just finished up a season with Tulsa King, playing a bad guy in that.
Yep.
So I mean, he's working.
Yeah. Good actor.
Yeah.
What's some of you guys' favorite scenes in this?
Oh, the memory scenes get to me. The opening sequence, of course. The stuff that establishes mythology. The Beyond the Valley of Dolls scene, which is the party. He plays
Yes.
the same piece of music that's playing in that and has one of the same first lines. It's my happening and it freaks me out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's straight out of that era anyway. That's what 60, that around 67, 68, I think. Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 1970. And it's
70
beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, same era essentially. Yeah, that scene is great because it embodies the whole, let's have a happening stuff that you see in a lot of these movies, and it's in such Technicolor as well. So I enjoyed that. I really like um, the opening sequence. It's nostalgia plus. It's on steroids. It's just great, and all the references in it are fantastic. And the thing is, that took a lot of balls because the rest of the film has to measure up to that. And it's like it blows you away when I first saw it in the theaters when it was first run. It blew me away, and I'm going, well, that's got to be the best part of the whole movie, and it kind of was, but at the same time, the rest of the movie still stood up.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Or Robert Wagner with the eye patch in the movie is
Oh, he's
funny.
cool. He was cool as hell in these movies.
And the fact that you get a guy, they're my Lucky Charms. That is just funny. I
Just,
mean, because
that's just silly fun.
yeah,
It's just like, and he's playing it so seriously too. It's like he's sitting there fingering his Lucky Charms while he's saying this. They're always after me, Lucky
Exactly.
yeah.
Charms. It was a great. I will say that the bathroom scene is hilarious too. It's caca humor, no doubt about. Literally.
Yeah.
But what's his name that guests in there?
Tom Arnold. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Arnold. He's hilarious in that scene. He's great.
Yeah. He's in this movie as a cameo. Burt Bacharach plays himself.
That's a great scene too because it's like we're gonna go out of the movie here and soak in, the whole Vegas thing, and we're gonna soak in all of this, and so it's Burt Bacharach, ladies and gentlemen. So he just kind of comes right out of the movie to do that. So it's like a piece from a variety show of the 1960s. It's kind of cool, even though it's set in the 90s in that case.
Carrie Fisher as the therapist, Mike Haggerty as the hotel manager, Michael McDonald as henchman Steve. The UK release includes additional scenes featuring Lois Chellis as Steve's wife, Christian Slater as hypnotized guard, Rob Lowe as John's friend Bill, and Kelly Preston as the Hooters waiter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wait, this did have a UK version. Okay, but there's no. Okay, whatever. Uh, I do like how. I tell you what steals this for me is Mike Myers and Seth Green's chemistry. That was good. I mean, just zip, like
The timing of that, because that's like farce. The
yeah.
timing of those lines back and forth, kind of thing. Yeah, it's farce.
It's like really, dude.
Yeah,
Like really, your own kid.
this whole thing to me was a setup because when I saw this for the first time, I kept looking at Myers and thinking, where did he get his? I mean, I know generally where he got his inspiration for the character from. There's from half a dozen sources, but the glasses and the hair, and I'm going, oh my God, that's Michael Caine.
Harry Palmer. It takes you back.
Yeah. And of course they bring him into the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And I imagine that's how they lured him in, plus a big fat paycheck.
Oh, yeah.
But they said, hey, look, we're just ripping off Harry Palmer here. Why don't you come and rip him off too? And so he did.
That's all it took.
Yeah. That and the dental appliance to make him look
Oh my God.
like
And they
Michael
had
Myers.
several when they made the movie.
Yeah.
They had some where they wanted to make him look more human and dateable, and they had others where he just is horrible, gnarly donkey mouth.
The early ones with the close-ups was the donkey mouth, I think, because it was like,
Yeah, yeah, he had teeth like Next Gen or like Star Trek: The Motion Picture era Leonard Nimoy.
yeah,
Or like chiclets. It's weird, but at funny angles.
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy the what's going to be the plot twist to this movie too is I think Elizabeth Hurley's going to be a fembot in the next movie rather. Uh, um,
Yes, it's a big reveal, but I mean, spoiler alert. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Uh,
uh,
but this is one thing that this absolutely mystifies me. Elizabeth Hurley could do another one now,
mhm,
wearing the same clothes.
yeah,
She looks like she's still like 30, 35 years old, and she's in her early 60s.
mhm,
Unbelievable.
yeah,
She keeps publishing photos of herself in a bikini.
yeah.
They're not really shopped up. It's like she takes really good care of herself. So she looks very much like she did 30 years ago. It's amazing.
Yes, he does.
And I think
Mhm.
part of that was revenge for having been thrown over for a transsexual, basically, transsexual hooker. Not that I blame
Things
her.
happen.
It's like the best revenge is living well.
Yeah.
So, legacy for this Daniel Craig, who portrayed James Bond on screen from 2006 to 2021, credited the Austin Powers franchise for the relatively serious tone of later Bond films in 2014. In a 2014 interview, Craig said, "We had to destroy the myth because Mike Myers fucked us, making it impossible."
They couldn't do the Roger Moore stuff anymore because it would be too close. It's true. We're going to darken everything
I'm
now.
gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree with Daniel Craig here a bit because we've been going through these and we've watched Roger Moore's stuff. I mean,
Well, I think all but two of Roger Moore's movies are just fine, and some of them are
yeah.
quite outstanding.
Well,
Uh,
here. Sorry. Here's my question to you guys. I mean, do you think Moore's like not his Bond, but like some of the films are like too campy or what? What do you guys sit on that?
there's a couple of them that get a little bit sort of swishy campy, yeah. But for the most part, that's fine. I mean, most of the movies don't cross that line at all.
Yeah,
Like the last movie, he's kind of tired and he's overly reliant on kind of creepy stuff, and
yeah,
at that point, since he's like 57 years old, and but
yeah,
that's not necessarily his fault. They wanted him back, so he went and did his thing. But yeah, some sections of some of his movies are a little, you know, gay caballero, just a
yeah,
suave in that sort of funny way, I guess is the
mm,
way to put it, overly humorous. And but sometimes that works too for him. And I mean, as an actor, it does work for him
yeah.
because he's a pretty guy.
Mhm.
He's the one of the especially when he first started out with a role, one of the prettiest handsome guys to play the role. Um, and he was, sort of the gentleman Lothario, and the confidence that he exuded though was very Bond-like. I thought, on that level. So, I like most of those movies. Actually, there's something I like in all of them. Just a couple of them are a
Mhm.
little weaker. That's all.
Yeah. I would say too with Roger Moore's sort of lighthearted performances in like some of the Bond movies is they fit those movies even
Yes, I
today.
mean they did write around him after they discovered that this was sort of a primary strength of his to
Yeah.
play that attitude.
Mhm.
So absolutely, absolutely.
And his Bond it can be is serious at moments in the
Yeah,
movie where it matters.
yeah. No, he
So
he becomes deadly cold at times. Absolutely. I mean, the one that I think of that can snap because of his general intensity, of course, is in Living Daylights and those two movies, he can snap in and out of it believably. That intensity that he has, even when he's being seductive. He
Yeah,
has a certain
Dalton.
intensity. Yeah, he has a certain intensity. So when he shifts gears into Cold-Blooded Killer, License to Kill and all that stuff, you believe it instantly. There's no problem with that transition.
Yeah, the movie we're gonna have to cover that Roger Moore makes a voice cameo in is The Saint. Really, really good.
That's because he played the Saint in the original television series.
Yep, yep. Val Kilmer plays the Saint in the movie.
In the movie, that's right.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. So, guys, scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, this is
it's a 10.
Yeah,
It's a 20.
it is. Yeah, it's bury the needle, cement the knobs on 11.
I think in a lot of ways, where I'll give Mike Myers probably a little more credit than he deserves, it's a movie that lets you know that, because I mean, you could say Adam Sandler too, but Adam Sandler wasn't really parodying anything yet at this time. I mean, he
No.
would parody
He
football.
was doing goofy comedies.
Yeah, he was doing goofy comps. I mean, he would parody football and golf eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, the person who deserves that parodies still work is Mike Myers.
He does.
It is, and it's done with love too. There's so
Yeah.
much. I mean, he absolutely adores his topic here. He's just
Yeah.
absolutely in love with it. So it's never mean spirited.
No, it's a celebration.
Yeah, it is.
I give this a 13. This movie's funny
Cool.
as hell.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Oh my god, the outfits in this movie, my god.
I did something I almost never do. When this movie came out on DVD, I bought it at full price.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Still have it somewhere here in my shelf. So yeah.
It's worth owning as well.
Oh, absolutely. I've got all three of those movies, even though the third one in particular is a bit weak. Although there's some fun stuff in it.
Yeah.
The laser disc has a lot of cool stuff on it. It has all of the prospective advertising material in the movie, and most of the advertising material they came up with was not parody-esque. It was
Right.
very serious. It's interesting to see. It made it look like a regular spy movie.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Is there anything you guys want to add about the movie before we go?
That's great.
There you go, man.
Oh my god. So Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, I think is next, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it?
I think. I'm
Before
not.
the next Bond movie.
I'll have to look.
Yeah, next Bond movie was summer was like fall of '99,
Okay.
and Spy Who Shagged Me was summer of '99.
Summer of '99. Okay. Yep. Then Spy Who Shagged Me. It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Guys, it has been a pleasure as always. Link
It has.
Patrick
Thank you.
Dark Shadow Staple Compound. It's going to be in the description box. Link to Alan Gallant's YouTube channel.
New Petticoat Junction.
Yeah, Uncle Joe's moving kind of slow tonight.
Oh, my Petticoat Junction. Oh, my God. Link to Alan Gallant's YouTube channel. Collins After Dark. It's going to be in the
Next
description
episode,
box.
Petticoat Junction.
Yes, Petticoat Junction. Oh, my God. That's just crazy. You guys have a good night.
Nigel.
Bye-bye.